now tuned in to this week's episode of our podcast. Today we are going to interview some of the greatest and most influential minds in our field. By sharing our collective expertise, we will show you how to harness, control, and use your own skill set to achieve ultimate success and live the life you want. And now, please welcome your host.
And that's me, Tanner, your host up in Wisconsin. Welcome on back to the Anomalies podcast. We have a total shit show for you guys tonight, so thanks for tuning in. With me, as always, we got TA out in Nebraska. We got Marco / Barry, whoever you are tonight down in Iowa. We have Flegs down in Indianapolis. We have our special guest with us, BK Rook.
What's
Brian, our UPS man. And returning from the crypts of California Trash Empire, Trashman Ronnie. Mullet looking sick as hell. How are
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. You guys did great, and you did great with the hosting while I was gone. You kept it together. You kept these morons together. TA, always great. JJ, you did a great job filling in. Marco, you're still a fucking jackass.
It's to be expected. I didn't want to let you down.
Hey, you did great. You did great. Your assholeness was cranked up a little bit since I was gone.
That wasn't me. That was Barry.
JJ?
JJ?
Jonathan.
Really?
JJ Flegel.
JJ Flegel.
I've never heard anybody call him JJ. Not one time.
Yeah, it's the first two letters in my handle.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's easy.
I'm not mad. I'm just making sure I didn't miss a nickname revealing or something.
No,
Like Tony Gordon just changed his name to Tone, and we never did talk about it. He just did it, and we went with it.
Yep.
I feel as though you can't really do that.
Names, we need to know why.
I mean, at one point, I didn't go by, like, my actual middle name. I mean, my actual name. I went by, like, my middle name and then a monkey. My name was Monkey Pat when I was in high school for a short period of time. Long story.
Oh, boy. You come back from a hiatus, and then you drop something like that right out the gate. Oh, my God.
Give him a baseball clap, TA. Come on. No, beat on some trash cans.
Let's just move on from that Monkey Pat comment, because this weekend
It's dangerous.
two of us assholes met up, and well, it's the biggest asshole we have, and then quite literally the tallest asshole we have in Brian. So you two got together somewhere, and I'm going to shut up and listen. You guys start talking.
We met up in Springfield, Illinois. We went there for Todd McCommas' stand-up show, and I'd say the entire night was a success, but also a shit show. Brian?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I started off by texting Marco and asking him what he was doing. He told me that he just took 25 milligrams of some brownie. I just looked at him, I looked at my wife, and I go, "This is gonna be fucking interesting." Like, maybe you should have started it at half. He's like, "No, fuck that. Ain't no bitch."
I think I did use those words, yeah.
So that sounds like something Mark would definitely say.
I looked at my wife, I was like, "This is gonna be great." It was.
And then when you pulled up to the hotel that I was staying in, I was outside smoking a blunt.
Yeah, that is.
After the 25 milligrams.
I feel like whenever I meet Marco, he's just going to be exactly what I imagine in my head. He'll just be high the whole time, and he'll probably just tell me to go fuck myself instantly as soon as I say hi. I'll be like, trying to be nice, meeting a friend from the internet. Hey, man, I'll go fuck yourself, and then he'll just take a rip off that blunt, and then probably go for a couple minutes, and then, yeah.
For the record, I am completely sober right now.
That's a lie.
That's good.
No, look at this. Look at this shit. I'm drinking water. I haven't smoked since. Well, I mean, I smoked this morning, but that doesn't count.
That does count.
Yeah, probably.
I have White Claw this weekend at my brother's wedding.
Should I send you a sobriety chip, Marco?
No, I still got high today. We did get some help from some friends on the internet that recommended that we went to a restaurant. How do you pronounce that? Brian?
Darcy's Pint.
It's Darcy. Okay, it's
Yeah.
just a D with an apostrophe.
I asked
But,
my wife on Sunday if we could go.
Yeah, that place was legit. It was an old Irish like bar / restaurant.
Hold on, you're getting way ahead here.
Why? What did I skip?
You skipped us going to the hotel room.
Oh yeah,
What did you guys do in the hotel room?
we made out.
Kinky.
They had a camera set up. It's like, no, motherfucker, this is not what we're doing. And it's funny you should fucking show the little glory hole thing. There's a story about that later.
Oh, jeez. Shit show. It's shit show, not shit hole. It doesn't actually.
No, so we go to the room. And
God.
it's just their room because my wife had to pee. And I was like, well, fuck her. Since she's going to pee, I'm going to pee too because we're going to go out to dinner.
And
But we
Marco
go there, and I didn't even think to bring anything to drink.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
And so I was like, fuck. Do I ask him or do I not? Because I know what the answer is going to be when I ask him for a drink. It's going to be, here's a White Claw. And that's what he fucking handed me. He handed me a White Claw.
Hey, you fucking drank it.
Yeah, I did. I forget what I named myself for that night. I texted him and he said he ate all that gummy, and I was like, oh, fucking Barry Garcia tonight. He's going to be fucking high off his ass and drunk as shit off of White Claws. But no, we went up there. There was popcorn on the walls. This place was awesome.
like popcorn ceiling or like edible popcorn?
Popcorn walls, like the ceilings.
That sounds really
The other option to drink was vodka.
Nothing wrong with that.
What's that?
I'm not a vodka guy.
Yeah, I don't drink hard alcohol in general unless I'm really trying to like get drunk now. Because every time I drink hard alcohol, I end up either sleeping in a weird place or falling in a puddle of my own piss. So you guys will probably eventually get to see that version of myself. Last time I think I drank hard alcohol was the night I actually slept on top of that dumpster. So
that makes sense. It was your dumpster, though.
Yeah,
my dumpster.
There's your dumpster.
Yeah, that cop can go fuck himself as far as I'm concerned. He can't kick me off of it.
Sure. So we go to dinner. That's when we go to Darcy's Pint. Marco, I didn't realize Barry brought his White Claw with him. And we go to walk into the restaurant, and there's this huge, I don't know, it was a white pickup truck with the long bed. I mean,
Brian,
the one that
was Kelly with you?
Parking spots. No, she's downstairs.
No, was she with
Or
you?
upstairs. She was with us, yeah.
Okay.
The whole time. Bree was with Marco the whole time. So I got to meet her. Lovely girl.
No, Brian, we thought you and Marco were on a mandate, and you guys were holding hands as you were walking in.
It's God.
Just know
It's
that
Darcy's.
I told my wife I'm not to be left alone with Marco because he might try to do something to me. So we stuck in pairs. We had a buddy system. She would go to the bathroom. I'd be like, it's time for me to go to the bathroom.
You'd walk in with her. The rest of the girls in the bathroom would look at you weird.
There's this huge truck with the long bed that takes up like 4 parking spots. Do you know what I'm talking about, Tanner?
An asshole.
Yes. So we get out of the car and
I
we
got
go
you.
to walk into Darcy's, and Marco still has his White Claw. Well, he just tosses that bitch up in the air, and that son of a bitch lands right in the back of that bed of that truck.
Allegedly.
Was this a standard size White Claw, or was this is
a regular
No,
3X?
it
White Claw?
was the regular 12 ounce.
Okay, it wasn't the 3X. Okay.
But still, I mean, let's just throw
He's
it in the
dropping
back
a
of this
40
guy's
a White
truck.
Claw.
Right.
Okay, hold on.
You know that guy's going to go back out there. His wife's going to see that, and he's going to be like, she's going to say, "Who else are you fucking now? You don't drink White Claws. That's a girl's drink." So now that dude's got to explain why there's a White Claw in the back. Hey, It's because of Marco, allegedly.
So what
From
what happened
Montana.
was this truck. I mean, you could tell this guy had a serious fucking problem with his ego, and it was one of those trucks that you know that he's a fucking douchebag and he probably has a tiny dick. And I just wanted to make sure,
And he's a farmer, though.
that I got that that I allegedly got that can in the back of his truck that was completely empty. It wasn't a work truck. He doesn't do anything with this truck.
Yeah,
it was immaculate. So when he hit that first corner down the block and he heard that can hit the side of the truck, that's when he had to investigate and see what's going on back there.
that was a tax write-off truck for a farmer.
Yeah.
Totally.
So, what do you like? Play it out in your head. What do you think really happened when he found that can in the truck? Like, do you think he was confused? Did he think like, "Oh, maybe I start drinking White Claw"?
Maybe he thought fucking Barry's here.
You never know. Maybe you changed this man's life. Maybe you introduced him to mango White Claw, or whatever the fuck you do.
It was black cherry. Have some respect.
I had mango and watermelon over the weekend.
I cannot.
Oh.
I still have never tried one, so
That was the first time for me. Thanks, Marco.
pop this
How'd you
cherry.
like it?
I didn't like it at all. I don't like those water seltzer drinks.
Ask him
My-
if
my
you finished
water
it.
is water. I finished it,
There we go.
but
TA, how many did you have?
it was better than being on camera.
2 of each.
All 4 flavors?
Yeah.
So 8. So you're all in on them.
Just
All right,
It
so we
was
got 3 White Claw enthusiasts here. All right.
it was there. and I-
Enthusiast?
Brian, you drank a whole can. Like, you're in.
Why? No.
No, you
Because I'm not
immediately upon finishing it, you kept trying to hold my hand.
Sure. No.
You can only. There's no such thing as halfway sucking a dick. You just take it all.
No.
I have this vision in my head of Marco and
No,
Brian
don't say it.
skipping, holding hands, walking up to Todd and be like, "Hey, Todd."
Actually, well, we'll get to that part because that kind of surprised both of us. But once we got into the restaurant, I mean, that place was pretty. If you guys ever go through Springfield, gotta
I
check
was
that
ready to
place
go
out.
Sunday. I was ready to go back again. I looked at Kelly. She's like, "What do you want for dinner?" I was like, "Let's go to Darcy's."
Yeah, that was really good. And there was just some guy commented on one of our pictures and said, "You guys gotta go try this place," and you guys were already planning on it anyways.
Yeah.
So we ended up going there. It was really good. We sat at the bar because that's what we do.
Well, and every other seat was taken.
That
Like
too.
a
But
30-minute wait, and there were 3 seats. So Bree's like really small, so we just tucked her in Marco's pocket. And yeah, so that was that. And then a couple finally left, and everybody had a seat, and then we ordered. We got some free drinks too. I don't even know what those drinks were. But
we got all kinds of free
Yeah.
drinks.
they'd overmake shit. They're like, "Who's having fun at the bar? Oh, those people. All right, here you go. Here's some free drinks because we overmade it."
Way fruitier than the White Claw, by the way.
Yeah, but that thing had ice in it and like sugar.
Well,
I mean,
Uh,
those things are gross. I put those up there with Miller Lite.
Whoa.
Sorry, man. I cannot stand Miller Lite.
It's the
Agreed.
worst beer to come out of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
is it?
Oh, have you had the new Pabst coffee?
What the
No.
fuck?
5%
Wish you
alcohol. Do you know those
said what you just
Starbucks
said.
double shots? You know those Starbucks double shots or those Frappuccinos that are in those bottles?
Those little cans, yeah.
Or those? It tastes
Yeah.
just like them, but with 5% alcohol.
and you're
Oh,
giving
like
me
the ones
shit.
my wife buys? Those ones you get at the gas station?
Yep.
Yeah. Tastes just like them.
Did you know they have a triple shot now?
Yeah, they do, and it's excellent.
My dad drinks those. My dad's old as shit, and he drinks those goddamn things.
Dad's old as shit.
So knowing what I know about Kelly,
I
and
gave
Bree-
Marco his present at the hotel, too.
Oh yeah, I got it. Don't say what it is. I'll go upstairs and grab it in a second.
So I imagine Kelly and Bree hooking up and just roasting on Marco and Brian all night. Did that happen at all?
No.
Well, we couldn't hear it because we were too busy just
Making
being
out.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
And Bree couldn't hear you guys doing that. Also.
Yeah, she couldn't. Yeah, didn't hear that shit.
So it was like Brent and Barry night. Okay.
Yeah.
I looked at both of them at one point and I go, why are you both yelling? I mean, I understand with Bree, but why is Mark?
Because I'm so used to doing it for her. Like, yeah, talk loud and she's got to be able to read your lips. That's it.
Marco, you are yelling. You've yelled every time you've ever FaceTimed me.
True.
It's because I'm always somewhere really loud.
Not always.
Is there anything else that you're supposed to do when you FaceTime?
Yeah, you're supposed to talk like civilized human beings. Flip
I
each other off.
We'll
Tell
get
each
to
other
that.
to go fuck themselves.
Whenever
get to
you
that part.
tell them to FaceTime you as a civilized human being, every time we FaceTime you, we've been in a fucking bar.
That's true. I
Yeah.
think it almost.
Not a very civilized setting.
Have you only FaceTime with each other twice?
No, we've talked outside of that.
I know,
I
but
think-
FaceTiming.
Wait, did Marco FaceTime you when he was with Tanner?
No.
Oh shit, I did, and
Yeah.
neither of us could hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was in a bar and you were in a bar. I was
was-
in a trailer bar and you were
We were in a karaoke bar. It was
Yeah.
so fucking loud.
Yeah, so I
What?
FaceTime you when I was with
Karaoke?
Pat, no super loud, and I FaceTime you when I was with Tanner, no super loud, and then okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. No.
You know what that makes me? A good fucking friend. All right, go fuck yourself.
I didn't
I
get
just
no
wanted-
FaceTime.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Well,
not
I
to
mean-
you guys. I was talking to Ron.
Well, I sent that picture of us in the hotel room, or not the hotel, in the elevator. Later, I'm going to tell you.
All I know is that you guys have said we'll talk about the glory hole later.
It's not- we're not to that part.
after dinner.
We're not to
We're
that
going to get our
part of the story.
bellies full first. Come on. Shit.
Hater.
You guys.
So, yeah, we had the dinner there at Darcy's. That was awesome. Went back to the hotel. Getting ready to go over to the place.
I got the hotel like directly across, like it was right there.
Yeah, we
From
parked in their parking spot, or in their hotel parking, and walked over. They Bree had to go up to the room like 5 times, and Marco went up once, and so they were on the second floor, and they somehow missed each other in the elevator.
Oh, because she went up the stairs like a psycho. She ran up the stairs like somebody who drinks fucking grape juice and eats donuts.
Yeah, right. Oh.
Wait, was there an option of an elevator?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
on the elevator because I'm fucking fat and slow.
I took the elevator.
Yeah.
Elevators are undefeated.
Marco comes back downstairs, and he's like, "Where's Bree?" And Kelly goes, "She just went upstairs. How did you miss her?"
Brian, did you get
Yeah.
Marco a koozie?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Number one anomalies, friend. Still, you guys don't have the Brian and Kelly wedding koozie, bitches.
BRB.
So
In
Brian,
the
now
middle
that,
of his fucking story, he just leaves.
He just fucking leaves.
What an unprofessional little shithead.
He didn't even mute his mic or anything.
no,
Fuck.
he just left. Now we can hear from Brian on what really happened. Because Marco's a fucking liar.
Nothing really out of the ordinary for Marco.
And he's back.
You're right. I
Back
did not get a koozie. I got 2, bitch.
One for each of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those are actually nice koozies.
They're the nicest freaking koozies. Me and Bree agree that they're the nicest koozies we've ever seen.
Don't worry, I have like 3,000 more.
Fun story about koozies. One of my buddies got drunk and just gave me his Yeti koozie.
Nice.
Nice. Those are expensive.
That's a good friend.
Throw a sticker on there and make it yours now.
It's true. I should.
I have a trash can
You're welcome.
and a panda.
Hey, hold on. Before we move on, I know you guys have a story to get to. I need to buy a hat. There is a team, a semi-professional baseball team. Have any of you heard about it?
I've heard of semi-pro teams. Yeah.
Okay. There is a Trash Pandas baseball team.
No. Yeah, I've heard about them.
From Rocket City, a.k.a. Houston, I believe.
Yeah, I remember they came out. They've only been here for like 2 or 3 years.
I want a hat.
Or maybe even if that, it might not even be that long.
I need to buy one of their hats, but I can't fucking find all my size.
Go on MLB and then go under the IMILB or something like that. There's a tab for it.
Well, no, I've looked in their store before. Believe me, I perused the thing once or twice before trying to find something my size.
Spell that word for me.
I can't spell.
Did you say they're in Houston?
I don't know. Rocket City, Houston Rockets. I'm not sure.
No. They're in like Alabama or something like that.
Oh, they're in Alabama?
Yeah, Alabama or Georgia. They're definitely not.
Why would they be called the Rocket
more
City?
Trashier Southern drawl.
The more trashier?
Huntsville.
Yeah.
Huntsville, Alabama. Oh, I've been to Huntsville, Alabama. That place is
Madison,
fucking
Alabama.
horrible. Madison, Alabama? I thought Madison was in Wisconsin.
Motherfucker, there's a Madison in every state.
Is there I don't know if there's one in California. I'll look it up.
Just shut up.
But
This
there's
ain't
2
important.
fucking
There is.
Eurekas.
There you go.
Well, it's actually a minor league team. It's not even a semi-pro. It's an actual affiliated minor league team too.
Double A, yeah.
There they are. This one, right?
Oh, yeah, I want one. Okay, there is a Madison, California. It's in Yolo County.
Oh, of course.
And it looks like it's about 5 square blocks.
This is
Okay.
great radio. Thanks,
Return
Trash
to your
Panda.
conversation.
Are you talking to me? Sorry.
No, nobody's talking to you.
Good.
You can fuck off. Brian, how far did you get? Did we leave the hotel yet after I found Bree?
No.
No,
We got there.
So we were at
Yeah.
the 9:30 show, and we didn't get over. We got to the venue around like 9 o'clock probably.
Yeah.
We walked. I think we walked in, and I don't even think we had grabbed a beer from the bar, and then Todd came out right away, and we saw him right away because that show had got over, so he came out. So we talked to him real quick, and then there was a wall that had been freshly painted. It just had a couple signatures on it.
Couple?
Well, it had a few of them on, but it was tied on a string.
1,000 of them.
So, just in that one section, there was a string, and then there was a Sharpie hanging from it, and the girls were over there writing shit all over the walls. Actually, the Anomalies got a shout out. I'll have to get a picture of that put up. She wrote the Anomalies pod on the wall. But so it's kind of by the entrance of the showroom. So we're standing over there.
Kelly tried to open while Todd was doing a show in there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He tried to open the door and go in. They're like, "Whoa, lady!"
Well, fucking Brian has a Sharpie on him, so they called him over. So I just went over with him, and then some people saw us doing this, and then all of the fucking sudden, we started the line to get in the door just because we were over fucking around with this wall, and then we looked, and there's 200 people behind us all in line.
No joke, man. I'm standing there. They're signing the wall. All 3 of them signed it. I did not sign it, just because everybody else was doing it, thinking it was cool.
Because you don't know how to write.
No, I know how to write. But I'm like, you guys are fucking idiots. I think that's what I just said. I think that's exactly what I said. You guys are fucking idiots. And I turned around to leave, and I looked behind me, and there's literally everybody for the show lined up behind us. And I'm like, what? I turn around, and I go, what the fuck did we just start? And they're like, a line. It's like, fuck. But it didn't matter anyways because your seats.
It was assigned seating. Yeah.
And Marco signs his on this fucking circle on the wall. that somebody had drawn like a glory hole, and Marco signed right underneath it. I looked at him after he signed it. I was like, "Why the fuck did you sign it by the glory hole?" He looks over at it. He's been to several, I guess, because like he doesn't even recognize them anymore. He's like, "Yeah, I've seen those before." I'm like, why did you sign by the fucking glory hole? He's like, "Oh fuck."
I have a picture of that too. I'll have to find it.
I hope you're on the right end of that glory hole there, Marco.
Well, I couldn't see what was on the other side, if that's what you mean.
Until it poked you in the eye.
Yeah, once that whole little situation was handled, we were, I don't know, 3 or 4 rows back on the side of the stage.
Great seats. I love them.
Yeah, seats were good. Service was decent. The show was good. I fucked up because I didn't listen to Todd's cop stories at all, because I was like, well, I'll just wait till I go see a show, and then, you know, I can listen to it after that. He even said, I am purposely not going to do any of those jokes because in case you guys heard them, I don't want to repeat any of them. And I was like, cool, fucking glad I waited on that shit.
What an idiot.
But he did all new jokes. Really funny shit. You know, obviously. It was good. I had a fun time. His middle guy was the Donnie B is the owner. He kind of hosted it. And then
if you're in the Springfield, there you go check him out.
Yeah, he was fun. He's a fun older guy.
21 years, I think they've
Donnie Baker?
No, just Donnie B's.
I was about to say Donnie Baker.
I swear to God.
I swear to God, man.
If that's the only thing you say this whole day, Flegs, you nailed it.
I've listened to a lot of Donnie Baker. I went to a live Donnie Baker show here in Indy not too long ago, actually.
Of course you did.
Dude, I am so jealous of that. Remember Patty Ferguson?
Swear to God, she had the best tits. Titties.
He always talks about Angel Skinner's mom and her stretch marks or something like that.
All right, so Marco, I'm not gonna lie, I tried to sandbag you a little bit. I DM'd Todd and told him you were coming. Apparently, I tried to get you 5 minutes up on the stage, but apparently
I figured one of you would.
The owner, apparently, he's real particular. He wants to put on a good show, which I appreciate.
Me too. So I didn't say anything.
Did Todd say something about someone saying something?
Yeah, so I DM'd Todd to see if he could get 5 minutes up on stage, if Marco could get up on stage, and he said, man, that's not up to me, brother. This club is very picky, so they decide who goes up. So I tried.
I'm glad you failed. But, I mean, the show was good.
There's no way you could have performed even 30 seconds of an act.
I was, by the time the show was over, I was pretty fucking hammered. And then I still stuck it out till 2 a.m.
Damn.
So,
I think we left around midnight.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
A little after midnight, I think. I think it was like 10 after.
Brian, did you leave and then go keep drinking like you did when I met you?
No, we came home.
Oh, no, you didn't go straight home. What happened, Brian?
Well, I had to stop and pee halfway home.
On the side of the road?
10 minutes out. No, we stopped at a gas station.
Oh, you did make it to a gas station?
Yeah. She finally pulled off for me. I was like, just pull over the side of the road. I'll fucking go. I was looking in my car for a piss bottle.
Gatorade, wide mouth.
I know, but I can find anything to piss in. I didn't have anything to piss in.
Should have got that
good aim, huh?
I have a bottle in my truck.
Me and my buddy, who actually is a UPS driver, were actually talking about that the other day, like how you have to keep a piss bottle in your truck every day. So
there's a guy that's had the same one in his truck, and he's been driving for 15 years. Yeah,
God.
Some days
the same bottle.
Yeah, he's like, some days when it's hot, it gets a little stinky. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, fucking
Good God,
awesome.
Yeah.
I tried to pee in a water bottle one time, and it sprayed everywhere.
Well, yeah, you got to make sure you don't like try and stick your dick in the hole.
Well, the thing is,
airflow.
I have to keep moving, so I'm like working the bottle.
No, he's driving a trash truck.
No, I'm driving the truck. So I'm driving with one hand, pee bottle in the other hand, and I have like the pee bottle pinched between my legs, and I like have to like point my dick into the hole to try to get the piss into the bottle, and it didn't work.
Well, yeah.
Just wait till you get to a stop, buddy.
You should have cut the mouth part off.
Yeah, I know that now.
Safe.
I mean, you always learn.
Just a couple veterans of peeing in bottles, trading trade secrets here.
Dude, you got to do what you got to do. There's not always a bathroom.
You don't learn this kind of shit on any other podcast. This is the only one that'll ever go into.
Well, unless AJ Hawk.
Yeah, AJ Hawk.
He might go to the hospital and get one of those piss bottles from the hospital.
Hell, who knows? I may do it tonight on here.
And on next week's episode of the Anomalies, I'll teach you how to shit in the back of a garbage truck.
We got a guy shitting his water jug and his lunchbox one time.
What the fuck?
You gotta go.
In your lunchbox? Did he reuse it ever again?
No, he threw it out. He threw it out on the side of the road.
Tanner, you look disappointed.
You know, when we were having that group chat, the four of us, and talking about doing this podcast and how much fun we liked and how much fun we have talking to each other in the group, and this is not what I had in fucking mind. This is a little bit of a shock. I didn't expect to be talking about piss jugs and trash cans.
How do you transition from that?
Well, Tanner.
That's the problem. I'm the host. How do I transition from that?
Tanner, to be like 100%, I have so much pent up. Like, my brain has been on overdrive. Like, I
get it.
Let her go. Go for it, Ronnie.
What's Brian's excuse? He only has one fucking gear on his brain. He's the one bringing up piss jugs.
Hold on. Before Ronnie gets into a story, we do got to finish talking about actually hanging out with Todd.
Go.
I don't remember how it came up, Brian. You might have a better recollection. But Todd being on our podcast did come up. Hey, I don't remember how it all started, but I remember him saying,
talked about Sean.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, Sean's been on it, and Brand's been on it. Oh, yeah. And then he goes, how come you never fucking asked me to be on it? Or something to that effect. And then I
looked at him and I said, I've been on it several times. What the fuck haven't you asked me to be on it? He's like, okay.
So look for that in future episodes. Hopefully we can get Todd on here to tell us some more stories. He was cool shit, like every other time. He got to, he talked to like the regular fans first, and then he kind of just hung out with us. And then you guys brought him. What did you bring him?
French dressing from Monocles.
French dressing.
Ooh. The best French dressing ever, because I heard he liked it one time on a podcast or something.
He's actually holding it in that picture that I posted when Bree was holding court and had him cracking up about God knows what the fuck she was telling him about.
So he actually took it. I didn't know if he
he took it. He made sure he took it when he left.
Nice.
Yep. So hopefully we can get Todd on here. If you guys get a chance to go see him. And we're standing there, and he goes, yeah, I'm coming to Davenport, Iowa also. And I'm like, fucking, I just drove 3 hours to be here. You're gonna be in my backyard.
And I said, thanks a lot, prick. Looking at Marco.
But no, it was a lot of fun, man. I love that dude. I hope his podcasts do well. I mean, his stand-up will be fine. I'm not worried about that. I think the podcaster, he got a lot of feedback from people, not just us, but right now I think he's struggling with trying to figure out what he wants to do with the murder podcast, because a lot of people are like, I just want the whole thing all at once. And some people like it coming week by week, which I don't mind it being week by week, but some people like the Burger Chef thing. They just want to listen to the whole thing all at once. So he's still kind of kicking that around, see what he wants to do with it. But
that'd be like a 7-hour podcast, man. No?
Well, it's probably shorter, but.
Well, yeah, but I was just going to say I listened to his most recent episode today, and I like how it builds personally. So,
yeah,
Todd, if you ever listen to this as the story goes, I love how it builds, and you leave a little bit to be left to the imagination. I appreciate it. I'll come back.
Yeah, I listened to the Dockheads one too. I mean, but I watched the Evil Genius documentary they did, so that was interesting. But anyways, I think it was a successful weekend. I'm still slightly recovering from it on Monday, so must have done something right.
Literally took the day off from drinking. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's right. I drank yesterday, like to cure the hangover, though, so that might be part of it.
You got to get that Pedialyte in your rotation. I told you.
Yeah, probably.
Made for
You're
babies,
old now.
perfected for adults.
True that.
Electrolytes.
I feel like there was a picture I took.
Hold
you
on.
are a selfie machine when you're drinking.
Hold up.
What?
Brian,
What?
do you have like your phone attached to the
Yeah.
TV in the
Yeah.
background?
Look at that.
Is that a crib?
Is that a changing table?
That's a changing table. In the bathroom at one of the places.
It's the nicest changing table I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, the Steven Seagal guys. Those guys were fucking. They had made shirts.
Yes.
What did they say? They said "fuck Steven Seagal."
Yeah. And it was kind of like a shadow of Steven Seagal on it. And Todd loved that.
Todd loved those shirts.
That's hilarious.
Steven Seagal's a prick, so
yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah. If Todd ever comes on here, I will tell him how much of an asshole Steven Seagal is.
And he would agree with you.
No, well, I dump Steven Seagal's fucking trash at his ranch.
No.
What?
Yeah.
How long you guys been doing a podcast?
He seems like the type of shitbag human who would live over by you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. God damn it, Tanner.
He's probably got some weird ass trash. If you were to ever go through his trash, I bet that's some weird ass fucking trash.
It's
well, most of the time,
adult diapers and Jack Daniels.
Well, most of the time when he's not there, because it's like his vacation home, he's been trying to fucking sell it, but he keeps goddamn coming back to it. Most of the time when I'm dumping it, it's his fucking Asian landscaping crew that he has there 24/7, 365. It's their trash, and they throw away the worst shit in the world. But you can definitely tell when he shows up because nice shit starts going in the trash. Huh. And that's when you start rummaging through it and start taking shit
what's
home.
the nicest thing you've gotten from this trash? Used dildo?
Autographed helmet.
Oh.
Yeah.
By Steven Seagal.
No, it's a Raiders helmet, actually.
Oh,
who is that?
Throw that in the trash.
Jamarcus Russell?
No, Jerry Rice.
No.
Oh, whatever.
You're a liar. I can tell by the look on your face.
1 sec.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
Steven Seagal signed Jerry Rice's name because he thinks he's better.
Jerry Rice signed helmet does not mean it came from Steven Seagal.
Damn, dude. I thought you'd at least leave the banana peel on.
Okay. It says Jerry Rice, number 80.
Yup.
Signed by Steven Seagal.
Asian landscaper.
Yeah, no, he's got like a crew of like 9 of them that live at his ranch.
Oh, I thought you said ancient. It's Asian.
No, Asian.
That's funnier. I just pictured like 100 old people doing his landscape.
I mean,
like Happy Gilmore.
My fingers hurt.
Happy Gilmore. Yeah.
I mean, I've talked
shifts.
I've talked to Todd about it before, and Todd's like, "Wait, really?" Because one time I was on hold for their Sirius XM show, and he was standing in his driveway in a fucking kimono. And I took a picture of it, and I sent it to Todd, and I'm like, "What the fuck, man?" And he's like, we should have pushed your call through." Because I was going to try to hand the phone to him, but then my phone probably would have got broken. But
by his like imaginary forces.
Yeah.
Then you could have dug that out of the trash too.
True.
What are you talking about imaginary? I thought that shit was real.
What?
Everything Steven Seagal does.
Yep. Very real. Yep.
Yeah, he does it all so slow you can see him doing it.
Okay, now that we're done talking about Steven Seagal, I'll talk about it with Todd if he ever comes on here. Todd, come on the podcast.
Well, this is a good segue into the Trashman Ronnie rant of the month or whatever however often you're gonna be back. So let's hear
I'm
some of
back.
these random thoughts. Are you back?
I'm back.
People, you're hearing this for the first time, just like we are. So we've just been taking it day by day with the old Trash King. So apparently we got our
Trash Panda.
Trash Panda back.
Okay, yeah.
Should have told Flags earlier. Jesus.
What?
Well, Flex is still sticking around. Don't worry.
Yeah. Flegs is great. You might have to go, Brian, but
Perfect.
no.
They,
So when I'm used to being on this and I can like talk and vent stuff out, normally my brain isn't working as like the hamster wheel in Tanner's attic. But yeah, no. My football team, I'm going to start here because this is the worst part. My football team is just a giant joke.
Yeah.
They already sold their facility. Like,
Yeah.
when you sent me that, I was like, come on. Already you're already doing the Raiders shit. And then all of a sudden they're talking to, like, all the Tom Brady rumors came out around this time. Antonio Brown rumors started coming out again. If Antonio Brown comes back to the Raiders, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. I'm going to have a heart attack is what I'll probably do. But Derek Carr, not sure if he's actually a quarterback. I think he's actually left-handed.
What?
So because he might be left-handed, you don't know if he's a quarterback?
He has a
I feel like Derek Carr would be a good fullback, honestly. He likes to oil up his muscles and all that stuff. Like, this is the random shit I start thinking about when I'm on my own.
That's scary. That's a scary place to be.
My brain is a weird place, as most of you know. But yeah, no, football team's a joke right now. Don't really know what else to say about that.
So
go ahead.
So Trashman, he alluded to a little bit, just to give a little more detail. I sent out a link to an article where the Raiders literally petitioned for Las Vegas to give them this plot of land for like $12 million, and then they started building their stadium. The stadium isn't even built yet, and they turned around and sold the land, not necessarily the stadium, I don't think. Sold the land for like $180 million. It just completely fucked over the citizens of Las Vegas and the taxpayers because they just gave them a massive discount just to turn around and flip it. And they leased, I think, is a 26-year lease to be able to come back on that plot of land or whatever. So that's a little bit of what Trashman was talking about.
Yeah, they're basically building themselves what they had in Oakland, if you think about it, because they didn't own their stadium in Oakland at all. They never have. So they're building
Can they afford to own one?
What?
Can they afford to own one though?
I mean, do you know how much money they made just on PSLs on tickets?
Yeah, but do you know how much that haircut costs?
True. It's an expensive haircut. You know, he's got to buy a new bowl every time and put it on his goddamn head. And then he's got to buy a new pair of scissors because the last ones he accidentally cut his ear with and he can't have the blood on the scissors. So he's got to, buy a new pair of scissors. So if you work it out, it's probably about $6. $6. It's a lot of money, especially for Mark Davis. Technically, he doesn't even own the team. Did you guys know that?
No.
His mom owns the team.
Correct. I actually did.
Yeah, I kind of figured you might know that. But yeah, no, Al Davis didn't leave the team to him. He left the team to his wife. Mm-hmm. When Al Davis's wife dies, then Mark Davis gets the team. So technically, he doesn't own the fucking team.
But he's operating and managing the team.
Yeah.
Why don't you get shirts made with his mom's face on it and say, "This is my owner"?
Because I don't even know what she looks like, to be 100% honest. We always saw Al there, but we always saw Mark in his goddamn Muppet haircut, but we never saw the wife. So, yeah. And do you want to know how dysfunctional Raiders fans are? They're really saying Marcus Mariota is the fucking answer. No, I'm rational. I'm rational. I know Marcus fucking Mariota ain't the answer at quarterback, okay? We're having Marcus Mariota thrown around. A lot of people are like, bring Jameis over. And I'm like, okay, he'll throw for 7,000 yards, but he'll throw for 55 fucking interceptions. I mean, he might not
You don't
now.
know that yet. You
Now
don't
that he
know
got
that.
LASIK.
He got LASIK.
He might actually be able to see which team he's throwing the ball to.
Now he'll actually be able to see his replays.
It's Jameis 2020, baby.
Well, he never had problems with black and white, so if he's throwing to black and silver, I mean that shouldn't be a problem, right?
Wait, was he colorblind?
I'm just making shit up,
he
brother.
Just had shit vision. He was near.
I was about to say that's something I did not know. So he thought he was playing for the Raiders this whole time with the black uniforms everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, my team's a shit show. The fact that there was a mock draft that was actually serious on my Twitter timeline the other day. This guy picked 3 quarterbacks in 7 rounds. And this guy's a fucking beat reporter for the Raiders. 3.
Wow.
He picked Jordan Love in the first round with the number 12
Which pick do you guys? 12. Okay.
And then he picked what's his name, Jake Fromm from Georgia with their
He's
third
got
round
small
pick.
hands.
And then they picked some no-name motherfucker from some small school with their last pick in the draft.
Probably going to be the best of the 3.
Probably. Jordan Love. I mean, how many interceptions did he throw in his conference? Way too many.
17 this year.
Yeah. Jake Fromm. I mean, outside of his reality TV show career, he hasn't done shit. And then, I don't even know who the other guy is.
Tom Brady?
No. And do you know what?
They can't afford him. They don't have. They literally. Well, now that they sold the land, they might
listen
have
to
the
this.
cash.
Okay,
Out
did you
of
guys see?
nowhere.
Did you guys see the article today that wherever Tom Brady goes, Antonio Brown goes reportedly?
No, I don't follow Oakland sports.
It's on Barstool Sports, you cock munch.
Oh,
And they're not
right.
talking about the Raiders. They're talking about just wherever they go.
I will tell you this.
Wow, a bit aggressive. Cock munch.
Supposedly, Brady met with the Colts personnel, and I will tell you this: the Colts aren't going to put up with Antonio Brown's bullshit. The one thing that our GM has consistently said is that it's more important to have the right mentality and the right fit from a mental aspect versus the talent, and he's not going to put up with Antonio Brown's bullshit. So,
Aren't there 2 teams that are out on Brady though? The Colts and somebody else. They're like, yeah, we're out. We don't need to interview him. I don't remember.
Well, there's multiple teams that are out on Tom Brady. I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs, the fucking Baltimore Ravens.
If I'm the Cowboys, I do everything I can to get Tom Brady for 2 years.
I mean, obviously the Browns don't need him.
he would honestly be a great fit for the Browns. He's got so many targets to throw to. Like, honestly, if the Browns brought him in, I think that'd be a great fit.
Will that line give him enough time though?
It's got to be. It's not about the personnel so much with Brady. It's about the program, the system that he's in.
He needs to be able to go in there and put in his own system. He needs a coach that is willing to do that.
Dallas.
Well, he's not going to go learn a new system. It's going to be very comparable to what he was running.
He'd be perfect in Dallas. Jerry just say, "Hey, this is."
Oh, shut the fuck up already! This is not a pro Dallas podcast.
The best fit out there, and TA's being quiet for some reason because he knows it, but it's LA.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the Chargers offense is by
the
far
Titans.
the best fit for him.
Or the Titans.
The Titans are going to bring back what's his name?
Ryan Tannehill.
Goofy. Yeah,
But if you can get Brady for 2 years, why would you bring Tannehill back?
Because the Titans are not at the Denver Broncos level. This is not a Peyton Manning-esque signing. This is the Titans are not there. The Titans are already a contender.
They've got a good offensive line.
I want Tom Brady to go to the fucking Chargers because I want to fucking play him twice a year, honestly. I hate Tom Brady. I want to watch him get sacked. I want to see him play with the lack of weapons that they have in LA.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Tyler knows it's true.
Have you never heard of, was it Keenan Allen or whatever?
Tyler looks like he's about to fall over.
Dude just had a stroke.
The one thing I'll say, Tom Brady has never really played with that elite talent running back who can also catch the ball, which they have that ability in LA.
Well,
so
Maybe
he did not perform well this year. He's got
That's
the
not
ability.
New England always just has 4 fucking running backs.
Yeah,
that
they
are
just
good.
plug and play.
They don't
But-
believe in spending money on running backs.
We got a running back that can run and catch.
Shut up about the goddamn Dallas Cowboys.
Nobody cares about Zeke.
I just don't want him to re-sign Dak.
I really wish
Really?
you weren't a fucking Cowboys fan.
They're gonna franchise tag him, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
And then they're going to spend too much money on him next year, and you're
I
going to be saying,
think that they should just try to re-sign who they want to keep now and just tank next year.
tank for Trevor.
Yeah. They've got to rebuild that offensive line sometime soon, though.
There are Raider fans who want to tank for Trevor, and I'm like, well, I mean, what the fuck? We're already used to losing all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be any different than any other season. You're right.
Is it considered tanking if you're already a shit program?
Don't know.
Why is Marco laughing?
Because I'm funny.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Marco's a fan of the biggest joke organization in the world, and he's laughing at my expense. Come on.
Yeah. At least I knew it going in.
Trashman. Yeah, did you though, Marco?
Yeah.
No.
I feel like you didn't.
You literally said that, like, oh, they're on the up and up when you told me that you're becoming a
go
Browns
from 0
fan.
wins to 1 win to what they have, 7. That's up and up.
Tanner,
Okay.
you probably wouldn't, though. If you could choose a quarterback, which one would you take, Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Really?
At this point in their career, yeah, for sure.
At any point in their career, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers.
I'd rather have Aaron
I'm a
Rodgers.
Green Bay Packers fan.
Taking Brady all day. He's got
Jesus Christ,
7
Aaron
rings to
Rodgers.
show
I mean,
for it.
like,
6 rings, whatever, 6, 7, whatever he's got.
I'd rather
That's
have Aaron
awesome.
Rodgers other than almost any quarterback in the NFL. There's maybe only one that I would take over him.
Jameis
Marcus
Winston, I
Russell?
get it.
No,
Patty.
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
It's the only one that I would want over Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the second best quarterback in the league, in my opinion.
As long as Patrick Mahomes' brother is barred from the sideline, I'm taking Green Bay.
Get
Oh
him
my
on the
God,
TikTok.
that guy.
Yes, sir.
He could be such a good basketball player if he would just give up TikTok. He's tall.
Oh no, I think he's still going to be a good basketball player, or still good. He'll be a good athlete. He's just going to be a good athlete with millions of followers.
He's a Chinese asset. I'm telling you right now.
A Chinese
what?
asset?
Chinese asset?
He's a
Well-
sleeper cell, is what Tyler's saying.
Because
Next
of
thing-
TikTok.
Jesus, TA.
Because
gonna-
TikTok is just hacking all of our phones and everything. Is what he's going. He's going all conspiracy theory, all in on that one.
Marco tried to get me to do some TikTok thing the other night, too.
Oh, fuck, you don't even have
That
TikTok.
was another thing when we first got to the hotel room. He's like, hey, let's do this TikTok thing. I was like, no.
No, that was suck dick thing. That's what he said.
Pairs. We're staying in pairs.
Trashman, you got any other random thoughts?
Not really. Like,
You were bragging it up that you have so many random thoughts, but now
my brain, okay, I have the brain of a dog. Okay.
TA, clip that,
You.
please.
I see a squirrel, I
115,
say
44.
squirrel. When I see a squirrel, I say squirrel. I look in the camera and I see a Raiders hat. I go 100% in on how much of a shit show my offseason's been so far.
So, Ronnie, you're the new GM of the Raiders. If you could have your dream offseason with the draft and free agents, what are you doing with the Raiders?
Sell the team.
No. No. Ideally, they in the draft they pick up a good, like, they go for one of the top tier wide receivers in the draft. In free agency, they go after someone like what's his name from the Jets? That's a free agent that Tanner wants from fucking New York.
The wide
Johnny
receiver?
Anderson.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson, that motherfucker.
Is it Robbie or Ronnie?
It's not
Robbie.
Ronnie.
It's Robbie.
If there's a professional athlete named Ronnie, I know about it. Okay, well, not really, but
You put out Ronnie Illustrated, do you?
I mean, Ronnie 2K. When that happened, I didn't know what to think. I don't know if any of you guys even know what that is. But no, I would just focus on getting 2 wide receivers, 1 in the draft, 1 in free agency, and then go defense full out, and then if you can find a quarterback that's not worth a lot to back up Derek Carr or take over the spot, do it. I just don't think there's enough talent in the draft because I don't think Tua Tagovailoa or whatever the fuck his last name is. Did I say that right? I'd be amazed if I did.
I think you nailed it.
Good enough for our pod, yeah, for sure.
Anyways, I don't think he's worth a damn. I think there's only like a couple quarterbacks that are worth picking up in this draft.
So you're looking to free agency potentially?
Yeah, personally. Find someone to compete with Derek Carr.
So do you guys think? What do you guys think of the hands?
The what?
The hands thing. Like
Whoa,
the
with Joe
big
Burrow?
hand size? Yeah, like okay,
No, it's
so
bullshit.
I know, but like, what size hands would you want your quarterback to have?
Honestly, I don't give a fuck as long as they actually look like they throw a ball with the right hand. To be honest, I mean, Derek.
Well, then you don't want Tua.
Tua?
I just said that. I don't like Tua Tagovailoa or however the fuck you want
Sorry, I
to say.
spaced out for a minute.
Yeah, that's it. Tagovailoa.
But no, I mean, if you watch Derek Carr throw the ball, he only throws checkdowns. Why? Because he's actually left-handed.
All right. The answer to the question is I want 9.38 inches.
Yeah,
Because
is that what Aaron Rodgers is?
Aaron Rodgers is exactly 9.38
No, I said
inches.
hands.
Yeah.
Not cock. Well, hands equals cock. Same for in this case. No.
I don't know.
I don't want to undersell my QB1.
So who doesn't want AJ Green though? What's going to happen with AJ Green from Cincinnati? Is he going to be franchised? Are they going to fuck him over, or are they going to let him go?
Well,
Burrow said he wanted him.
yeah, Joe Burrow said or told the Bengals if I'm coming there, re-sign him.
Well, of course that's what Joe Burrow wants, but are the Bengals
what
smart
AJ
enough to
Green
do
wants?
that? Yeah.
The Bengals ought to listen to everything fucking Joe Burrow says. If he says he wants to rename the team, they ought to rename the team.
Do you think he's going to be that good?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a top 10 quarterback the rest of his career.
Clip it.
I could
Yeah,
see it.
give me the freezing cold takes. I don't care. The dude's fearless, and that's what it takes to be a good young NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a fearless NFL quarterback until you break your ankle against the Indianapolis Colts and ruin my fucking dreams.
You're welcome.
I mean, to be 100% honest,
God.
Derek Carr was a fearless quarterback until
Yeah.
week 16 of the 2016 season.
What did that Jets quarterback say?
I'm seeing ghosts.
Yeah, Derek Carr has been seeing ghosts since that day he broke.
He's been seeing ghosts since fucking December 25th of 2016.
Well, what's funny is you keep, as a Colts fan, I keep hearing Derek Carr brought up for trade, either Chicago or the Colts looking to trade for Derek Carr. I personally, I'm more of a Teddy Bridgewater fan. Like, if we can sign Teddy Bridgewater in free agency this year and bring him in, that's my ideal quarterback solution. And then throw in one of those top tier wide receivers or sign AJ Green, something like that, to pair up with T.Y. Hilton. I'm good to go there. And then shore up the D-line.
Wherever Teddy goes, I think he's going to make an immediate impact. Yeah. I just hope he doesn't go somewhere stupid like.
I'd take him in Dallas.
Like fucking Dallas.
I would take him. I was
in
going
to say if he goes out to the
Brian
Chargers or something.
Brian, you want everyone.
How much I don't want Prescott.
So Brian, how about you? What's your dream scenario in the draft and free agency this year? cut
I'm a
cut
Cowboys
ties.
fan. I just want to win a Super
This year, I
Bowl.
think they need to work. If they're going to re-sign Dak, they need to start rebuilding that offensive line.
You guys have the highest fucking paid offensive line in the NFL, don't you?
Yeah, but
they're
they're
getting
also
old.
getting old.
I'm just saying.
Witten's got what? Maybe a year left, maybe a half a year left. Who knows? I mean, depends on if they allow Canes in the NFL. Then I think they need to re-sign Amari Cooper. Can you re-sign Amari Cooper and franchise tag Dak though?
Yeah,
I'll take Amari Cooper back.
Jerry will find a way.
Jerry pay all the monies.
Okay. And I also think that you need to figure it out this year. Like, you can't make a long-term commitment to Dak if he's not going to work with the coach well. This year is a year you're going to find out what it is, how it's going to go, and then, like this draft, they should start rebuilding that offensive line. Get them to learn from those guys. And then, yeah. So I think they need to rebuild the offensive line. And maybe like a DB, because I don't know if they're going to re-sign that Byron Jones guy.
I've been staring at the fire behind you.
It's
this whole
warm,
time.
man. It's nice and warm.
Yeah, for everyone listening at home, Brian turned on the digital fire on his television set behind him, and
That's a real
it's pretty
fireplace.
nice.
It's not digital.
Marco is actually falling asleep.
The more Brian talks about the Cowboys, the closer I get to falling off this chair.
Should we move into shit shows and wrap up?
How are your Browns doing, man?
They're doing fantastic, actually. They're
Great transition
winning.
for local shit shows.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the Browns are doing great. They have a player saying another player called them the N-word. They have a shit show of just an organization in general.
That's fine.
They held a funeral for a dog. I didn't get to say that, and they live streamed the goddamn thing. Ridiculous.
Don't worry, we roasted them over it.
Oh, I listened. Believe me, I'm to the point. I have so much free time. I need to break up with a podcast eventually because I have too many things to fucking listen to, and I don't know which one to break up with.
Oh, that's always hard.
It's always hard. It's always hard. But
Well,
yeah, no.
let's move into local shit shows. Has anybody got one? I'm assuming Trashman wants to go last because he has a glimmer in his eyes.
I always have that glimmer in my eyes.
It's true.
It's like stripper glitter. It's always there.
TA, you got anything?
No.
A local shit show?
Legs?
Nothing for me, brother.
Brian,
What
it's a
you
shit
got?
show.
Brian, you have to have.
Oh, hey, I got a local shit show. It's not that local, though. But, and I think it's awesome. I don't know how much of a shit show it is, but I just recently saw it, and I wanted to talk about it. Did you see Trevor Bauer today when he pitched?
Yeah. Yep.
He gave all the batters the signs of what he was going to pitch, and he still got this one batter, he gave him the sign of what pitch he was going to throw with his glove because it's like this, over, back, all like off-speed fastball, all that shit. And he still got the guy out.
Cool story.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. The feud with the Astros is going to be entertaining as hell this year.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Well, to tag on to that, the Cubs first baseman, cannot remember his name.
Rizzo, that was awesome.
Rizzo, yeah. He was mic'd up today with Chris Bryant, and Rizzo was up to bat, and they were just talking to him while he was at bat, and he's like, boy, it sure would be nice to know what pitch is coming. Somebody want to start banging out a trash can for me?
I love that that's just going to be a joke all year.
Oh, yeah.
I like that mic'd up stuff.
Or the fan signs, the guy who had the sign that said, I had a better sign, but the Astros stole it.
Yeah.
All right, Trash Man, let's hear that local shit show. Unless you got one, Marco.
He was the local shit show this
Brian,
weekend.
that's all I got.
So I have a couple, but I'm only going to use one today, and it's only because it happened to me this morning. So it's like think it was like 5:25 in the morning, driving to my first stop, and all of a sudden I'm seeing smoke, and then I pull up and I see a older man in his underwear with his daughter and a dog, and they're standing in front of their driveway, and their house is on fire. And I'm like, oh fuck, this is some real shit. So I stop, and he pulled his trash can down from his house that was on fire, which I found hilarious personally. Like, that's the last thing you should be worried about is your garbage can, to be 100% honest. It cost me a lot of money, but still, you don't need to bring it down. Your house is on fire. So I talk to him, make sure he's all good, everything like that. And then I go on with my day. But I have to go right back down this road about 45 to an hour later. I sent you guys a picture of the smoke coming over the hill. So I'm coming back, and I have to stop because there's fire trucks everywhere. There's hoses all over the ground. I can't really drive over their hoses. And the guy sees me, and he walks up, and he starts talking to me. He explains to me how his house got on fire. He's a logger, so he wakes up really early in the morning to head out to the woods. Woke up at 1:45 this morning. He decided that he was going to make some bacon. Realized that his gas stove was out of gas. So he fired up his wood stove, and he has like the flat top on top of his wood stove, puts a pan on there, and starts cooking bacon. He sits down in his lazy boy chair, and he, proceeds to fall asleep.
Oh, fuck.
3:30, 4 o'clock, nothing. Around 4:15, that bacon grease is a bubbling, and it starts hitting on the stove, catches his whole house on fire.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
He goes and he grabs his daughter, grabs his dog, and then he comes down the driveway, and he said to me, he's like, yeah, the only thing that popped through my mind when I was walking through the door is, fuck, if this trash can burns up, Ronnie's going to be pissed at me. So he pulled it down to the fucking road.
It's my fucking trash can.
Ronnie's a fucking dick. Jeez.
No, I told him, I said, I don't care about the goddamn garbage can. I'm just glad you're fucking alive. And he's like, yeah, no. That's the last time I'm going to be a cheap ass and not fill up my fucking fuel tank for my goddamn range. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. You probably should do that very often now. And the part that really sucked is he just bought this house. He knows me because he actually used to live down the road from me when I lived in Gazelle, another small town that you guys will never hear about. And he just bought this house about 4 months ago. That just caught on fire. He bought it 4 months ago. He told me, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to move back to Gazelle now into my old house. And he's like, and hopefully the insurance company is not gonna hassle me over my house burning down after buying it and only making 3 insurance payments. Flags, you're shaking your head.
So, as the insurance guy, this just raises red flags all over the place. Honestly, it's
the guy is a really I know that he's stupid enough to cook bacon on top of his wood stove, but I don't think these people would think that he's that stupid. I do, just because I've known him so long. He's a good dude, but I feel bad that he's gonna have to go through this. At least he still has a fucking house.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if the firefighters confirm, what happened or where it started, he's got that on his side. So, he's gonna have to jump through a lot of fucking hoops. I can tell you that.
Well, the fire chief is so the company that my family owns donates a lot to the fire department, so the fire department knows us very well. So the fire chief came over and he saw me talking to the guy, and he came over and he was talking to me, and he was like, did he tell you how his house got on fire? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, dude's a fucking idiot, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he started shaking his head. He's like, Paul, I don't know what the fuck are you doing, but he's like, I'll make sure that we send all this paperwork to you, that way you can get your insurance money. Paul was like, yeah, my house is insured actually for almost twice what the house is actually worth. I'm like, hopefully that works out for you, bud.
So
yeah,
is he a Raiders fan?
No, actually, he's a Seattle Seahawks fan.
I got nothing for that.
He's a Seacock fan. He loves the Seacock.
Okay.
The Seacocks joke.
Well, I think we're going to wrap up on that note. As for me and everybody else, we got TA at Tyler Allen in Nebraska, at Trashman Ronnie, at JJ Flegel, that's your boy Flegs in Indy, at BK Ruck. Brian, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
At K Pasa Primo, I think, right? For
Sure.
Marco. I always forget yours for some reason.
That's fine.
I'm at Vanilla Gorilla. I forgot to tell you, Trashman, that story about that fire up in your hometown made the national news. Did I tell you about that?
There's no way that made national news.
Yeah, no, it was on the national news. The fire chief was on there, and they said they got the call or whatever, and they were fighting it for like a half hour, and they had to call in a neighboring town, so Wairika called Eureka. So then Eureka came in with their shitbox fire department, and they were interviewing the Eureka fire department fire chief after a little bit, and he said, "Well, we couldn't get it out either." So then they had to get Yolorarika to come in, and that's a small little shitbox town out there, and they just have one fire engine. And them bastards came flying in, 70, 80 miles an hour.
Dog
they
was
just didn't slow
driving it.
down when they hit that house. So they hit that bastard, and they fought the fire from the inside out. But they eventually got it put out, and when they were interviewing that guy, or that town's fire chief, they're like, how come you took that approach to it? He's like, I don't know what approach you're talking about, but the first thing I want to do is fix the brakes on that fucking fire truck.
You're a fucking
Thanks
idiot.
for listening, everybody. We're out of here.
I can't believe you didn't know who JJ was. It's in his goddamn Twitter handle.
Is he?
Oh, God. I'm so
Wow,
sorry.
Brian.